Biafra, Afro, BFR, Raffo Jingo, my people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpanjoku, na him they carry us enter Biafra. He they play the show. No be lie, the good guy, Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government, in exile, went there for Obodo Yibo, Finland. With him government, na him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up, he go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you. And your picking them, I dey tell you. You can still bring Ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing they happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit, because sit down look na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra where you they cry for sins. You go also win too.
A referendum is a right to you.
Bergie USA is welcoming our Obataobi, His Excellency Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ikpa, to United States USA for a town hall meeting, and Bergie, Texas will be presenting the Kola Nut, Iwa Oji. Therefore we are inviting wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafrans, well-wishers and all lovers of freedom to this great event.
We are going home.
Program, wherever you are joining me from, I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of this program. Please like and share the program on your platform, share to family and friends, share to everyone that is close to you so that they can be part of this very platform and be able to send information across. Fellow Biafrans and people of the world, viewers across the world, in this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here for saga or to attack any individual. What we do in this platform is to send information across to the world on the true situation of things in Biafra land and in the contraption called Nigeria. There are so many things that are not being taken note of. There are so many things that are happening that are being told in a different form. In this platform, we bring those information to your doorstep and tell you exactly how things are. There are certain videos that you might not be able to come across on the media. Some videos that are hidden from the eyes of the people, we bring them out and share it through the social media so that the world will be aware of what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria. I welcome every one of you, and I'm going to share a very important information as we speak. I want you to watch this video from the beginning to end. You will understand what we are talking about. So many things that you can't see online. You are going to see it here. So, listen to this very video from the beginning to end, and I bet you're going to enjoy it. Let us watch it together and see what the video has to say.
Thank you so much for staying with us. It's still VOP this morning. Now to the topic of conversation. The persistent sit-at-home order and growing insecurity in the southeast region of Nigeria have led many residents to question who benefits from the unrest in the region. Tensions rose after a viral video surfaced 2 weeks ago, showing an unidentified man urging residents to observe a 2-day sit-at-home from October 21 to 22. He claimed that Biafran soldiers would launch armored vehicles and hoist Biafran flag, warning of potential violence between Biafra fighters and the Nigerian army. The video sparked widespread concern, with local authorities, including the police, urging the public to ignore the illegal directive. The indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, through spokesperson Imapa, who also denied involvement in the sit-at-home order, claiming it was the work of infiltrators within the group led by controversial IPOB agitator Simon Ekpa, known for repeatedly declaring sit-at-home orders days. Despite his suspension from IPOB, distanced himself from the viral video too. However, his ongoing influence remains a point of connection and contention efforts by Igbo leaders like Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State, Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State, to halt the illegal action have so far been successful. We have with us in the studio this morning, we have Dr. Deji Omoshola, Doctor of Political Science, and also he's in the studio this morning in the capacity of a commentator. And we also have Prince Francis Chilaka, who is a political analyst, also with us in the studio this morning. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have the issue of sit-at-home order. This time around is the 2-day. No longer the Monday sit-at-home order as usual in the southeast now, but it has been extended. And in the video, a man was calling for people not to come out, saying that the Biafran fighters will be displaying their armored vehicles and every other thing. Also citing that people that come out actually, they are the ones that they are heading to their peril, given the fact that the Nigerian military might try to ward off the fighters from hoisting the flag in the south. I'll start with you, Prince Chilaka. What do you really make of this? A lot of people ask this many questions. Why are we having this? Why is it that IPOB is divided?
Who and who makes up the IPOB? And how did they come about this madness? If you go memories, how memory days, you'll understand where this goes. Was the kid started with Musa. While he was a kid, Nnamdi Kanu was also he broke away from it and started. On the other hand, Simon Ekpa also has been riding on the back of Nnamdi Kanu. So it's like a trial. But the thing is, where did it all start? What led to all of this? It all started with the fact that the Southeast governors have not done well. They have not been able to bring the dividends of democracy to the South. So for me, I will not look at the federal government. The federal government has its own flaws. But I will look at the Southeast governors, the Southeast leaders. The only reason why you have agitation in the Southeast is because those they look up to as leaders have not done what they should do. We have had leaders in Southeast, all they do is embezzle the money sent to them and not doing one single developmental project in the Southeast. So you will have agitation, but unfortunately, IPOB, MOSAD, whatever name you want to call them, they have left the real issues and are following a different issue. You have left your state governors. Take for instance, before the coming of Oti in Abia State. Abia State was like non-existent. You had waste, the environment was stinking to such a level that people could not even breathe freely in the state. Also, don't forget that Nnamdi Kanu is from Abia State. Why did he find it difficult holding all the governors in that state responsible for the wars? So if you're holding your governors responsible, this whole idea of agitation, the agitation for succeeding should even start from the governors. It should start from the state, not from the federal level. That is on one hand. On the other hand, I don't understand the madness of a freedom fighter. You are fighting for your people. You say that the Igbos have been marginalized. You say that the Igbos have been maltreated. Yet, you are running an organization that has come out to start killing the same people that are trying to get freedom.
But IPOB have distanced themselves from the killings and the insecurity in the South, is citing that they are not the ones doing it. And that was what gave birth to Priscilla. That was what gave birth to the emergence of the unknown gunmen.
No. Before the unknown gunmen. Before the unknown. You see, we play too much in this country. We allow non-state actors to wield so much power. Don't forget that what happened in the Southeast is the thing that Asari Dokubo is doing now. Asari Dokubo is all over the place, reading up, showing you people he has been training, telling you that there's a contractor to the federal government. What happens tomorrow if Asari Dokubo gets arrested? Don't you think that another Southeast will evolve? So for me, it's not about whether IPOB, Man Powerful, or anybody comes up. The thing is that they were the ones who planted this fruit that is still growing now.
But you know, they said the whole system order thing, Chris Chilaka, started in August 2021 after the
Kind of was kidnapped.
Okay, I'm happy you're using the word, after he was brought back into the country. And you know, the story so far up until this particular time. And they said they decided to do the system order for the government to also hear their cry.
Which government?
Now, the government of Nigeria to hear their cry. And that is the region that they occupy. Now, are you saying that, them saying that we want to do the sit at home just on Mondays, you know, for us to show that we are not happy about how a freedom fighter was being rendited back to Nigeria, where other people who the federal government also charged with the same particular the same case of being moving freely in this country?
Let us, you know, be very honest. Ask ourselves, when you declare sit at home in the South, how does it affect the federal government? In what way does it affect the earnings? How does it affect how the federal government works? Look at what the Shiites do when they want to do. They don't do it in Kaduna. They don't do it in Bombay. They come to Abuja because that is where the seat of power is. Why did IPOB not go to Abuja to declare sit at home? So that the federal government, or they come to Lagos and declare sit at home.
Right,
so declaring sit at home in the Southeast is just killing the people. It's holding the people hostage. The same people you want to save.
I'd like to take it from the points that you raised. How does it affect the government? But we hear that monies are being lost. I'm going to come to Dr. D.P. Moshelana. From August 9th, when it started, 2021, I think about August 9th, 2021, when it started, a report was done. From August 9th to about December 19th, 2022, it was estimated that due to the seat at home in the Southeast, about 15 trillion naira has been lost. 15 trillion naira was lost due to the seat at home. And a closer look at this showed that this involved SME, the common man, basically. But this has persisted regardless. And there are other instances where, when Peter Mba, Governor Peter Mba, came into this, he did say that, look, this must stop, all right? And then he went ahead with policemen in a show of force, instructing the people to come out, but the people did not. The few that came out were killed, and the people went home. In fact, right now, if you ask them to come out, they'll say, no, we don't want to. Their lives have been fashioned in such a way that Mondays they will just abandon every other thing and stay at home. Who is benefiting from this? Southeasterners are losing about over 15 trillion as of 2022 December. Who is benefiting from this situation?
Okay, let's look at some basic things for us to do. First, people of the South, and who are they? Or about the Igbo race. Who are they? These are people that ancestrally, look at the people of the Niger Delta, for instance, they are ancestrally agrarian. Before the oil was discovered by Shell and the oil exploration and all that. If you look at the Yoruba people, they are agrarian, then most likely into what we can call entrepreneurship or petty trade. That's why you see the grandma in the olden days that they tie their money, their wrapper and all that. Now, if you look at people of the South, these are people that are ancestrally businessmen, ranging from small scale to medium scale, and a few of them that perhaps what God has blessed, are kind of like but a very large scale, but it's mainly small and medium scale. So you now want to ask yourself that if this is what these people are ancestrally known for, and you want to say you want to liberate your people, then it brings us to context that what is liberation and what aspects needs to be liberated in the life of a man before we can do what I can call a sum of the whole to now say, oh, the man is really liberated. Number one, they will say, oh, you should try and have some wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's some education. I'm talking of as a human being now, that then you can deem to be knowledgeable, and that knowledge will bring dimension and financial freedom. But in the case of the Southeast, you say you want to liberate them. Can you separate people that are ancestrally businessmen? Can you separate them? Can you impose a sit at home on them, whereby you are now paying what they are ancestrally known for? At the end of the day, the problem will be that if this at home continues like that, let's say God tarries in his coming, and at the end of the day, there's a Biafra nation. Don't forget that Biafra nation, you will not be in Yoruba land or Arewako. It will still be in that Igbo land. It will still be occupied by that same people, the same people there. So if you have destroyed the economy, if you have created alternatives for people that are dealing with people in the Southeast, if people that are small and medium scale, for instance, Aba now, Aba whereby all these medium scale guys that are producing you shut it down on the most productive day of the week, on the important rush hour of the week, which is a Monday morning till evening. You shut it down, then you ask yourself, do you really love your people? Then we need to ask ourselves that, I'm being mindful of my words. I don't want to say there are some, let's say, bastard people, because you want to imagine that if your people are about making money, and money brings some form of independence, especially in the kind of Nigeria that we play, then you are now hindering your people from making the money at the most important time. Then we need to ask you that, who are you precisely now? Who are the people benefiting from it? It is still some people. You see, this sit at home is like a form of soft power. In the sense, it's like now, the way cultists behave, right? They are institutions of state. They are apparatus of state that are to tackle any kind of intimidation and harassment. But at the same time, there are different kind of cultists that still intimidate and harass people. So this thing, it is a form of soft power that, okay, we can't have this, but let us still be doing this as to say that we are still relevant. So it is still the people of the Southeast, but then government has been unable to curb it because already the police is underfunded, underpopulated, and the amenities are also insufficient. Right. So you see that it is not much. And when you know that, if government says don't worry, go out, and there are some non-state actors that say don't go out, by the end of the day, when they will come for you, the government will not be there.
All right. Thank you, Dr. D. I think it was Soludo that banded that time about the and some people came out and before the monies that were earned by the people and the government, if you put 15 trillion naira together, probably the government earned 4 trillion out of that 15 trillion, while the other level went to the other. And the question was, what do you do for the monies earned by the government on those days that Nigerians didn't see? Now, the question is, should the people not hold the government responsible? I think Prince Chilaka said something about holding the Southeast governors responsible. I want you to expand it, both the state government, the state governors, and the federal government, because if you look at the root cause of this insecurity, it clearly hinged on marginalization. The people felt marginalized. There's no federal infrastructure in the Southeast. They were excluded in the commanding heights of the economy, even the military, and politics, especially during the Buhari administration. That was essentially what drove the agitation to the point that it's become very intense now. So don't you think that the federal government also holds the best to stop this?
Well, I will put some of the blame at the doorstep of the federal government based on the massive federalism system that we had. In the sense that to control all was ready to for all. That's just the like the federal government tends to control too much and tends to control everything. So because the power of force, whether the military, the police, the state, the secret police, the conventional police, lies with the federal government. And the purpose of the federal government is to use them to make sure that there is security in the land. So if I would have put it more at the doorstep of the state government if the state have state police. But we've seen a situation whereby state governors, even their orders, are being denounced by commissioners of police. So in that kind of instance, if a governor is not at power, if a governor is not ready to bow down, to prostrate, to beg the presidency, then the governor will be helpless despite being a governor. Having said that, from the aspect of management of resources, both human resources and fiscal resources, which is money, I will put it a bit on the part of the state governors. Because, for instance, you see, if you do one thing, it can have a multiplier effect. Look at Aba now. I've been to Aba many years ago. What is stopping Aba from being an industrial hub? You don't expect, ideally, like in a country like Nigeria, with the real or perceived marginalization against the people, you wouldn't expect that when the Yorubas and the Hausas, or if you like, the Hausa Fulanis, as we have it now, when they are rotating power amongst themselves, and there's this ethnic suspicion that one day you guys might say, you want to go. You ordinarily won't expect that they would want to do much in terms of building the Southeast industrially. Then it now goes down on the state governor to make sure that these things are being done in such a way that the Southeast will naturally evolve industrially, in such a way that the Southeast will not only feed the Nigerian market, but also the Togo market, the Ghana market, the Cote d'Ivoire market. The Southeast have the ability. So how will we do that on the state government?
Dr. Reji, let's walk a bit back to this agitation that is very important. When Obasanjo was government, when Yar'Adua was in government, even when Jonathan was government, it wasn't as like Prince said, it was Masop. Mesrika was driving a Masop agenda, and people need to movement for the actualization of sovereign state of Biafra. As at 2013, Nnamdi Kanu was not even campaigning for Southeast to exit Nigeria. He was asking questions, how do we make this country a better place for everybody? Can't we sit down at a round table and renegotiate this union? So it was when a certain government came into power, the Buhari government, and excluded Southeast. Clearly, that was when the agitation gravitated towards violence and all of that. And the government, instead of, okay, let me not even answer the question. The point of it is this present administration is continuing in that direction of the Buhari government. So don't you think that the federal government should hold the ace towards the resolution of this problem?
Okay, I'll pick it from two sides. First, the part of the federal government, then that of Nnamdi Kanu. First, for the federal government, I've asserted before, for me, the Buhari government committed what I can call an unforgivable. What do I mean by that? If Buhari were to be Kingsley Moghalu, it were to be Omoyele Sowore, or any of these, to use the word in hip hop, new cats. If it were to be any of these new cats, it would have been forgiven. That Sowore is not experienced when it comes to leadership at that kind of level. So that's why his thinking and his attitude is so sectional. But for a Buhari that has ruled this country as a military head of state, that has worked in an organization whereby you cannot avoid interacting with people from other ethnic, like the military. The military comprises of every ethnic people do rising through the ranks in the military. There's no way you won't interact with each and every sector of this country, whether by posting or even in the office itself. It's just like a police station. You go there, you are expected to see an Hausa man, a Yoruba man, and a Drum man, just like a mini Nigeria. So for such a man that has ruled this country before, to have come back and now, be so nepotistic, tribalistic. For me, personally, it stands a little bit unforgiving in the sense that it creates more harm than good. And I've asserted that the Fulanis that Buhari was trying to favor, he has even done them more harm than good, because before the emergence of Buhari, people were comfortable with the Fulanis to hire them as your guard and all that. But now, people are not comfortable with them. They'll be like, no, X-Men, oh no, Boko Haram, all those kind of things. So that marginalization is the problem. Now, on the part of Nnamdi Kanu, I felt that, for me, I think Nnamdi Kanu would have had a more strategic approach, knowing fully well the kind of people that he is dealing with. And I'll give you an instance. I believe that Nnamdi Kanu should have, started small, then grow. What do I mean by that? Instead of saying we want Biafra, if Nnamdi Kanu had studied a bit of history, he would have known that if he just said that he wants Biafra and is clamoring for it, he would have known that he would be met with stiff resistance, knowing fully well the history of the man in power at that point in time, Buhari. But the thing is, if Nnamdi Kanu have made this thing like a southeastern thing, and there is like a southeastern political party, which is like that's ABGA now. ABGA. If Nnamdi Kanu is advocating or establish a political party or form alliance with a political party and say, we the people of the south, this is where we are. Just imagine that. Okay, there are 5 states in the south. If ABGA is controlling all the 5, the local government as well. What it means is gives you strong negotiating power, because if you look at the House of Reps that will be coming from the south, their number. If you look at the Senate that will be coming from the south, when there's any major national issue, it is about give and take. Okay, you want to do this. This is the position of the southeast. Okay, if we support you to have this in your region, will you support us to have this? So he gives the southeast a more stronger voice. He gives the southeast a more negotiating power.
But
and
Dr.
trust me, the southeast, sorry, just a moment. The southeast would have been more respected more than to say, oh, we want a Biafran nation. I think the Biafran nation is to bring about development, is to bring about the kind of emancipation of the people. This can happen when the people are still in Nigeria.
But no, we know that.
So later, then it can evolve. And sorry, ma'am, I've said it that the actualization of Biafra, the agitation most likely come from outside, whereby you have been able to convince the people that Nigeria fears. Nigeria still have people these people that they used to behave anyhow to us. They have people that they fear. When you are able to convince those people, then you know the agitation of Biafra will have a stand. When Kesarufa was clamoring and they didn't listen to him, when he made the advocacy international and it resonated with the international community, then he started giving him attention.
But you know that in Nigeria, for example, agitation did not just start from the southeast. We have the likes of Sunday Koko, we have the likes of Showering, who also chime or put in their own voice that they agitated for Yoruba nation. They also talk about the secession. The most recent one was that of Otelectual, who also went to Ibadan to also make a public announcement. Now the case, or the question now is this: why is it that we're having Nnamdi Kanu to be the one that this whole conversation is around? That is on one point. Why is it that Nnamdi Kanu is still the one that is in detention? We have Showering come back again, talk about revolution in Nigeria for October 1. We also have Sunday Igboho writing to Kastema about Yoruba nation, and yet those ones are moving freely. Why can't we, or why is it that Nnamdi Kanu is the only one that Nigeria is so interested in this case and it's called for agitation?
Okay, it's about the interest of government and what government has seen as threat. I and the White Prince of Chilaka now can make statements. Government can look at it on the line. But government can look at White Prince of Chilaka and say, man, we get white, we need to be very careful of it. So I think it's about the interest of government. But we need to distinguish the advocacy of Nnamdi Kanu and that of the advocacy of Nnamdi Kanu is similar to that of Sunday Igboho, because they want a new nation from the existing or the corporate existence of Nigeria. But that of Saboutuers wants a revolution that will change the leadership structure, the status quo. He's not calling for Nigeria to disintegrate. Saboutuers wants Nigeria the way it is, but he wants like a democratic generational change, a change in the structure of governance in such a way that governance will begin to bring the dividends of democracy that it is actually supposed to bring. So Saboutuers is advocating in such a way that you don't be sending prayer to mailbox.
Dr. David, thank you. Before I come to this, let me ask.
But the unity of this country is negotiable. Even if you look at UN charters and all the international treaties and all that, it's about marriage. The country, the multi-ethnic country that exists, it is a marriage between ethnic, and in marriage, there's always negotiating time. What will you give? What am I giving you? What are we going to bring to the table? So long as you cannot keep somebody married and you don't want to do anything and you want to invest in that marriage.
Exactly. So why I ask this question? Why is it you said something about Ibn Americano knew history? You should have understood that the moment he drove the secessionist agenda that he was different. Now the question is, why is it that the Nigerian does not want to clearly think about what is in terms of resource? Yet they do not want the Southeast to succeed. Why that contradiction?
It's just and if in a democratic setting, in a multi-ethnic democracy, they can only be everybody or anyone doesn't come. Let's say this. 5 of us here make up Nigeria. And there will only be peace here if there's cake on the table and each and every one of us does not come to the table. Okay, what did you contribute? What is your experience? Okay, this is your share, this is my share. Then everybody goes home. Or if you want to grab all the cake to yourself, because she would behold that, oh, is it because I'm a woman? And if it is praise that want to grab all the cake to yourself, then I will come up with, is it because I don't have white beards? You understand? So those things will begin to come up. You get what I'm saying? So those are the kind of things that will bring up issues. Okay. So the thing is, one of the solutions is don't come to the table with greed. I'm a Yoruba.
A referendum is a right to you.
Bergie USA is welcoming our Obatalbi, His Excellency Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa to United States USA for a town hall meeting, and Bergie, Texas will be presenting the Kola Nut, Iwa Oji. Therefore we are inviting wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafrans, well-wishers and all lovers of freedom to this great event.
We are going home.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comment. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what do you think about the video I just played? Go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go through the comment section and I bet you I am learning a lot from there and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Don't forget to share and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafran government, peace, progress, unity and equity. We move airborne.